Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to On Screen with Dee Harris. I'm sitting here with my man, cinematographer, videographer, and the owner of SceneAmatiX Motion Pictures, Keith Delarosa, aka Scene. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Fantastic, man. I feel good.
Definitely a long time coming having this young man on the show.
Yep.
But we here, man. We here.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get into it now. You've been doing this camera thing for a while. I mean, a lot of us, like myself, I went to school for it. So a lot of other people don't, because they don't naturally have a, want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up, what were your influences on you to make you want to pick up a camera for the first time?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. Well, really, I guess kind of like my whole background has just really been about music. I think ever since I remember I was like 4 years old, just dancing in the living room and just like performing rap songs back in the day and stuff like that. And music was a real big part of what I do. I used to write music, used to DJ, and I guess really the camera thing never really came to me until I would have to say probably like 2013, 2012.
Okay.
From there, I remember just picking up like a little camcorder and a GoPro and just like literally just filming just random stuff. Like I was always like really inspired by like let's say like Wiz Khalifa's like day-to-day stuff. Like I would always want to get like vlogs of daily stuff that I'd be doing, and it would be just like basic editing, like nothing like shooting music videos or anything like that. But yeah, so I would just always just like literally film my shows, the process of what I would be doing as far as like recording music at the house.
Okay.
And then as far as when it came to music videos, my buddy Mikey Films, he still shoots Forever Films, shout out to Forever Films. And he would shoot my music videos, and just watching him edit was just like really inspiring to me. Like the way I saw it was kind of like editing audio. So from there, I mean, I still didn't have that like motivation to really shoot my own stuff, because I was still kind of like focused on rapping and everything like that.
Taking another avenue.
Yeah, and I think it was like 2014 where I kind of stopped like writing, where I just kind of like lost inspiration to write new music. It was just kind of like getting, I guess, boring to me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said before, like I would be kind of bouncing around from like DJing, rapping, and like even producing beats. So then I just remember, 2014, it was like I shot my first music video on a GoPro and a camcorder. I shot a
unique combination right there.
Right. Yeah, it was weird too. Like I remember I had like this little tripod and I put my GoPro on it. People probably look at me like I'm a weirdo or something, but I made it work, and I shot the video for my buddy Aaron James, and people actually liked it. And they're like, "Oh, you shoot videos?" I was like, "Yeah, like throw me some gas money. I'll just do it." Like, and then I just eventually started saving up, and I guess now I'm here. So
I'm here now. So like I guess I shoot videos.
So,
right?
Yeah, it was cool. Just to like how it kind of built up. I never really planned on being able to shoot videos, so it just kind of came to me naturally, I guess.
Hey, it's one of those things where they say like your talent is the thing that you do with the least amount of effort.
Yeah.
You do the best with the least amount of effort.
Yeah.
And you found it pretty slick.
Hey,
but by accident though.
Yeah, by accident. It was just cool because like every time I would like try and do something and like I would kind of like impress myself. Be like, oh wow, like that's how it's done. Cause like I never really watched TV. Like I'm probably the worst person if you're gonna ask me about movies or anything like that. Probably haven't seen it. Like I would always just watch like music videos in the morning, like before going to school. Like it was just cool to me. So like having that vision where like this is all I really watch is music videos, I kind of like translated to that to the artists I work with now. So
when you're working on a project from pre-production to post-production, what's your process?
I guess first, if it's a music video, I usually get the song first. Me and the artist will sit down and just talk over some ideas. Sometimes just talking over the ideas, we kind of get a vision of what the artist really wants. I mean, sometimes like explaining the vision with people who don't really shoot videos, it kind of sounds weird. You know what I mean? Like, I guess like we just kind of put our ideas together and come up with a concept, because I feel like every song has a story behind it, and it really comes down to the artist who actually wrote it. And I feel like, you know, there's a certain feeling that they have when they wrote it. Maybe they were in a certain mindset when they were writing the song. So I kind of want to get that out of them and like just talk it over, you know, figure out if we want to do a video with a storyline or just a video where it's just a bunch of performance shots. Like, I guess it really just depends on the actual subject of the song, whether it's a club song, whether it's like a love song, or just something more of a storytelling type of vibe. So
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I guess it's really more of a collaborative thing between me and the artist, and yeah, I feel like the chemistry there between me and the artist is really just a big thing. So.
All right. Well, speaking of artists, you worked on some big projects. You're back and forth between here in Cleveland and LA a lot too.
Yeah.
You work with guys like MGK and a few others. What is the biggest project that you've worked on, and which one is your favorite? 'Cause I know that's gonna be a tough one for you.
Oh yeah, my favorite. Okay, so I guess the biggest one. Yeah, I guess the biggest one would really be the video I shot with Kels and Doughboy. That was just that kind of like really blew me up in a way. There was really no concept with that video. It was just more of a hype song, and we actually shot that all in the back of the House of Blues when Kels was doing. I think it was like it was around Christmas time. So they invited me out there, and Doughboy was there because he was gonna perform that song with Kels at the show. And he's like, "Yeah, you know, pull up, we'll shoot a video." And I'm like, "All right, let's do it."
What's it like shooting with those guys, man? I know
It's kind of hectic at times, like because there's always so many people. But it's fun. I mean, I think that's like really the best part about like being able to work with these guys. It's like you get to actually, I guess, kind of see him more of as a person. You kind of get to, you know, put your creative thoughts together and just really make something happen. And totally, yeah, it's kind of shocking at first because it's like I'm a big fan of like Cleveland music and everything. I never thought I'd be like in the same room with these guys.
You thought you were going to be the rapper at one point.
Right, exactly. It's that's another thing. Like these guys are the ones that I kind of want to do music with before, and now that I'm not doing music, I actually get to work with them. So it's like I don't want to come off like as a fan. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, let me get an autograph. Like I'm not doing that, but you know, I get there and it's just all about business. Like trying to make something happen. You know, put out the best visual that we can, and it's a blessing for sure. So I think that was definitely the biggest project that I would have to say. And as far as my favorite one, that's a tough one. I think I might have to do like top 3 or something like that.
Okay, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
So top 3, I would have to say Rip Flames, the song Construction.
Okay.
That was a real cool one because like the news channel actually came out. They were doing an interview with him. Fame and Fly Tie, the song AMG. That was a real fun video shoot. And then I think really my third favorite project, I would have to say like really the Necro stuff with Darren and Sean. Like that was just, I think that was definitely one of my favorites because like working with all those guys, it's like it's not really like work. It's like more like just like being with the homies and like, you know, putting something together.
And I actually shot an episode with you guys last summer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you came through.
And they speak so highly of your work, man.
Yeah,
like, I had the pleasure of interviewing them, I think last December.
Yeah, so I saw that one.
Yeah, man, like camaraderie you guys all have on set.
Yeah.
I just, especially with you shooting, like it's all business, but it's so much fun at the same time.
Oh,
we did some crazy stuff that day.
Yeah, it's always a good time shooting with them, and the thing is too with like Darren, I was making music when he was making music too, so like we kind of knew each other before, you know, this whole video thing happened. So it's like it's just really comfortable to like work with them, and it's like, yeah, it's just like friends just coming together and just doing something cool. Like that's
oh yeah,
how
for sure, man. And that's the best type of environment to work in.
For sure. It's just the chemistry's there. It's not like weird. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how it is. Like, you know, you work with someone and they're not like really on the same page. But with them, it's like yeah, it's like everything's just easy.
And it was all love when everybody shows up on
Yeah.
set. Whether you're like the person that's on the regular cast or just showing up as an extra.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really, really cool.
Yeah, for sure, I agree.
You've been shooting all kinds of things for quite some time, but I know you got some crazy experiences. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you since you picked up a camera, been running around the entire United States with all these projects you've been doing? What's the craziest thing that's happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely I don't know if you're familiar with all the riders around here, the stunt riders and everything like that. Yeah, so we were filming that, and let's just say police kind of got involved, and
Oh no.
yeah, things happened, and they kind of ruined the shoot. But that was definitely a crazy experience.
Well, let's talk equipment.
Yeah.
When it comes to equipment, Scene here, he uses some very top of the line, top level stuff. But so I just wanted to ask you, what are some of the things you prefer to shoot with, and some of the equipment you like to have every time you shoot something? I know you're big with the red camera.
Yeah.
So shoot it to us right now. Let us know what you do.
Yeah, if I'm going on a shoot, like the main things that I would really have with me, whether it's, whether I'm shooting with the red or the Sony, definitely like the cinema lenses that I have. I live and die by those. The Rokinon cinema lenses, I love those. I got the whole set. I got the 12, 24, 35, 50, and 85. I don't know, they're just real crisp. I feel like those are really versatile lenses, and like they're actually pretty affordable too compared to all the other cinema lenses out there, because cinema lenses, they go up to like 20 grand. Like, they're expensive, but those are really affordable. I'd have to say my glide cam is definitely my go-to as well. Just to have that stable footage. I know a lot of people now these days, they use like gimbals and stuff like that, but I like the glide cam route just because you don't have to worry about batteries. It's a lot easier to set up. So like most of the time I'm like always moving, so I'm like moving from location to location. With a glide cam, it's like easy to set up, so you just slide the camera on there, slide it off if you want to go handheld. So I got that. So my lenses, the glide cam, lights, obviously, if we're shooting somewhere where it's kind of dark. Then the trusty Bluetooth speaker. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, really, those are kind of like the main pieces, and then everything extra is just kind of like if it's needed. But for like, I guess, really for just the base setup, it's like really just either camera, whether it's a Sony A7S II, which is, I would have to say, that's probably like my favorite camera, really over the red. Just because I think it like literally see in the dark. So.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah, the low light thing on that is just amazing, and like you would think like with a red, with how expensive it is, it could shoot in low light. It's really not that good, but
I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because the way you think about it, it's like those cinema cameras, like when you're shooting with those, you kind of want to have. I mean, that's more of a big budget like set, so like obviously everything's gonna be all lit up. You're not gonna be just shooting like just a one man. You're gonna have a crew, is pretty much with that type of camera setup. So, but with the Sony A7S, like that's kind of like, yeah, that's really my go-to. I would have to say. Like I just shot a wedding this past weekend, and I was actually using the Sony more than the red. So, it's just because it's small, easy to travel with, and yeah, I mean the low light is just amazing on it. So
now with all that equipment that you use, you've done things from weddings to car videos, comedy, music videos, all that stuff. What are some of the techniques you use for each and every one of those?
Techniques. I guess really like the main thing, I guess like my kind of style is just a lot of smooth footage. A lot of it is mainly like composition, rather than just kind of like if we let's say we do a music video and we kind of want to set up a shot. I kind of want to like scope out the room, try and figure out what would be kind of like the best way to where we would want to shoot, and then like the second part I would kind of try and focus on is like lighting. I feel like lighting is like such a big important aspect of shooting videos. Just because like literally you could be in an empty room, and as long as you have a cool light setup, like that can really change the whole dynamic of how everything looks. Like we shot this one video out in Columbus. It was like a more of a commercial type of more of a commercial type of video. It was for at a gym. It was for like a fitness brand, and we literally had all the lights off. They rented probably like $6,000 worth of lighting, and we just lit the whole place up like with these LED tubes. It was really cool because like you could control all the lights with the Bluetooth app on your phone. So like you could change all the colors, change like how I guess the patterns of the lights. So that was like a real big part. Is just I feel like lighting and like composition is like the main things that I kind of focus on when it comes to shooting a video, whether it's a music video, you know, car commercials or weddings. You know, like I feel like getting that shot is really the most important thing, because also if you get that shot perfect, it's just less thing to edit. You know, because I feel like the cleanest shots will always.
Yeah, you don't have to do color correction.
Yeah,
you
like
have to fix the shaky cam,
yeah,
stabilize.
Yeah, a little stabilize. Yeah, because the more effects you add on it, I mean, I feel like it kind of like takes away.
It does. And from my experience, it makes it grainy too. So.
Yeah, grainy. Yep. Because all those like post processing stuff, it just takes longer and kills your computer and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess really just kind of like focusing on the composition and lighting is really the biggest thing when it comes to shooting. So.
Okay. Well, let's switch gears for a second. This guy right here has one of the most unique Instagram names I've ever seen.
Yes.
Chipotle guy.
Yep.
What is it with you and Chipotle?
Hey man. Hey, what's crazy? I had it today. So.
Oh man.
I had it today, man, and I don't know. It's quick. It's easy. I mean, it's good. The Instagram handle was actually a joke, like in the beginning. Because I used to go by the name Young Scene when I was rapping, and that was the Instagram name I had. And like when I stopped rapping, I was like, oh man, I gotta change this.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know. I just made it something, and I just put it the Chipotle God, and now it's stuck. So because people call me that now, so I can't really change it. I like grew such a following because of it.
It's the thing now.
Yeah.
You stuck with it now.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you ever decide to go back to rapping, you're Chipotle guy.
Hey,
Young Scene.
I'll take it. As long as people remember that, that's all that matters.
Now, when it comes to shooting or even getting involved with production, what would you say to the young shooters out there who want to get involved with this entire field here?
I'd have to say, just go out, pick up a camera. Whether it's, you don't have to get. I feel like when people start off, they're always trying to like figure out what the best camera is to get. I feel like just shoot with anything. Like literally all cameras kind of work the same. They all have the shutter speed option. They all have the ISO and the aperture. Like those are like the three things that really a new shooter should really, I guess, focus on. Once you learn that, you'll be able to like literally work any camera out there. So I'd say just, you could start off cheap. It doesn't matter what you get. Just go out there and shoot anything and everything. Whether you want to just go outside and just shoot like the trees, the grass, cars driving by, just shoot something. And then if you want to get into like music, like I know a lot of people who follow me and stuff, they always ask like, how do I get to start shooting music videos and everything like that. I'd say just go out to shows, meet some artists, go to some of these local events and just shoot the show. And then, if you see someone that's performing and they're really dope, just get some footage of them. And then after they perform, just talk to them, be like, hey man, like I like your set. Let me get your contact info. I got some pictures and videos of you. And if they like it, they're gonna hit you up, and they're gonna. That's how relationships start in this business. I mean, it's just really networking. Just get out there and just meet people. I'm always down to like have new people come to my sets and stuff and just hang out and shoot behind the scenes. That's how I've met a lot of the people who I guess start shooting now. Like I'm always open to them you know, come on set, help out. You don't even need to bring a camera. You can just be around and just to see like how it goes down. I feel like just having that hands-on experience is really the biggest thing. Because I mean, I didn't go to school for this or anything. Like I just picked up a camera and just went with it. Just consistency. Consistency is like the biggest thing I would have to say. So just, you know, just keep doing it. I mean, it's not gonna be an overnight thing. I mean, I've been doing this for like four years now, and you know, I still have a long way to go, but I've accomplished a lot. And you know, there's gonna be tough times, and there's gonna be all the good times. So I mean, you just gotta like
trust me, I know.
Yeah, you just gotta really just stay consistent with it, and you know, everything's gonna come together.
It seems like consistency and content is king, especially when you're whether you're shooting something on Instagram or with YouTube. It's,
just show off all the work. You know,
Yeah.
show off all the work, because I feel like a lot of people they try and go for like being a perfectionist, and I feel like that kind of like takes away from creativity, because you're always so focused on trying to master like a video. Like just put it out. You know, I'm eventually like, when I look back on my videos, like I see stuff that I'm like, oh, why did I do that? But like you learn from it. It's just every video you drop or every picture you take, like you just got to get better with it, and you know, it's just a learning process. You just eventually learn.
And I want to add something to that too, because I found myself in a certain spot when it comes to producing content. The thing is, you also have to produce your content for you, and whoever supports you already, focus on them. If they don't, then you get people to come around eventually, but you do your content for you. If you like it and you're proud of it, the attention will come.
Right. Yeah, for sure. You know, like that I totally agree with that. You just gotta like really just kind of focus on yourself, because that audience, that it will come to you as long as you stay consistent with what you do. Like don't try and like I guess make a video just to make someone else happy. You know what I mean? Like do it, like you said, do it for yourself, because eventually that genuine love is gonna come, and you know, people will, that's how you kind of like, I guess, you know, build your own style with it.
Yeah, like if,
you know what I mean?
You know, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
I mean, that's like with any type of, whether it's not even shooting videos, like you're making a product, you know, you're designing something, like you just gotta just put it out there. So do it for yourself. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, well said. Now, as we come to a close, what is next for you and SceneAmatiX Motion Pictures?
All right. Well, right now we actually just finished shooting this short film with Darren and Sean, and a whole bunch of other people, and that should be coming out, I want to say, in like June or July. This year I kind of want to focus more on actually shooting a lot more car stuff, because ultimately that's kind of what I want to do, is like shoot like car commercials. So now that the weather's getting nice, I might, you know, take the car out and you know, shoot some of my stuff, and you know, maybe come to some of your meets and stuff, and shoot some of that. Obviously I'm still gonna be doing music videos, because music is just always gonna be in my heart. And then traveling more, for sure. Traveling a lot more. Ultimately the goal, I do want to like move out to Cali. Hopefully by the end of this year. We'll see how things go. But because first of all, like all my family pretty much lives out there, and I feel like that's just a great place to like really just network and build this type of career, is out there. Not saying that like here is, obviously I built so much around here, but you know, just kind of branch out more and just meet new people, you know. So.
Yeah, make yourself more well-rounded.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Experiment with new talents and things of that nature. So yeah, I understand it.
So yeah, definitely. Yeah, the ultimate goal is really just get into like movies or commercials, more like more production stuff. Whether I build my own type of production company or you know, get hired into one. I would love to just be a, you know, camera operator or a director of photography, and you know, be that person behind the camera getting all those action shots like in movies and stuff like that. Like that, I want to be that person, and you know, I think it'll all come together eventually. So
yeah, you got the talent to make it happen, my brother.
I appreciate that.
Now, before we get out of here, we mentioned your Instagram Chipotle guide earlier. Let everybody know. I'm posted at the bottom of the screen anyway, but let everyone know how they can find you and get in contact with you.
Yeah, so yeah, like he said, Instagram, the Chipotle God, Twitter, at SceneAmatiX. I have a website too, www.com or www.cinematics.com. You can really find all my work on there. My YouTube channel is on there, and yeah, and also my email's on there if you want to contact me, shoot, book me or whatever. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as to get in contact with me. So I'm always around, you know, I'm easy to contact, so.
Alright, well, let's shake your hand and do some excellent work, and I thank you for coming through.
Appreciate that, man.
Now, from SceneAmatiX Motion Pictures over here, and the Dee Harris Brand, signing off. Thank you for watching.